My name is Kenneth Gyang, and I'm a filmmaker from Nigeria. And I think I started working professionally from maybe 2006, like with the BBC, and then I moved to make my first film. I got funding from the Hubert Bals Fund in Rotterdam to make Confusion Hour, which eventually won the African Movie Academy Awards for Best Film, and then the jury prize at the Los Angeles, the Pan-African Film Festival in Los Angeles. Yeah, so the film that we're showing here is called Òlòtūré, and Òlòtūré is world premiere for us at this festival, and we wanted it to be here because of the history of this festival, which is almost like the Cannes of Africa, you know, and so. When we got the words that we're going to be here at JCC, we were all excited because there are lots of filmmakers that I look up to, like maybe Usman Sembene, like Jibril Mambeti, you know, some of these guys. They were all here and they started from here before, cutting their teeth internationally. So for me, it's a festival that has a prestige, and so the film, it's an important film for us because in Nigeria we have these lots of problems about sex trafficking. And if you look at North Africa, most of the young ladies who get trafficked and pass through some of these routes, most of them are from Nigeria and from around central Nigeria actually. But the thing for us is that as a Nigerian, I understand Nigerian sensibilities, and of course I understand the problems. And I think that as a filmmaker, we need to lend our voices to some of these issues. So that's why we made this film Òlòtūré, which is about sex trafficking, and it's going to be shown at the festival. well, the thing is, it's my first time here, right, at Qatar, and from what I've seen and the quality of discussions, and of course there are other people that I met around the world, and seeing them here means that there's a huge attraction for this festival. And there are lots of other films that I really wanted to watch, and the fact that JCC has been able to attract films like that means that it is still maintaining its prestige, starting as one of the biggest festivals from, when it started from, biggest festivals in Africa and the Arab world, and how it actually started back then, I think 1966 or so. So I like the quality of the interactions. I like some of the industry programs that I hear, and most importantly, I like the way that filmmakers are treated with respect, because in other festivals it's all about the film stars and not about the people who make the films. Yeah, there are quite a lot of there are quite some projects that we're working on. There's one that's about Lagos, and we applied for the Cinemarts, and we're awaiting word on that. And there are a couple of other films that I want to do set around 1930s central Nigeria, which is around the tin mining, when we had the British were there as, of course, colonial masters, you know. So those projects are very close to my heart, and what I'm doing at the moment is I'm trying to just secure funding and try to get cooperation partnership in order to make sure that we realize the film. For me, like, if I'm going to give advice to young filmmakers around Africa, I just see them as it's about how I started, you know. If you sit down and you wait for the big bucks in terms of international co-productions to get like 2 million euros or 5 million euros to make your film, sometimes you're never going to have that, and so you're going to die with your ideas. It is better for you to think about using the cheap resources that you have to tell that story, and people will realize the important voice that is out there, and maybe people will invest in your film. And you need to watch a lot of films from other countries and understand the sensibilities of these cinemas. That's the only way you can better yourself as a storyteller.